You're supposed to bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness.
Am I acting yet?
Hey, whoa. I love Ewan McGregor. I thought Ewan McGregor was great.
I wasn't talking about Ewan McGregor. I was talking about Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, but we don't talk about Ewan McGregor enough, okay? That's my point.
Isn't it pronounced Ewan, not Ewan?
I don't know. What am I saying?
Ewan.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ewan McGregor.
Ewan, like a sheep. Ewan.
Great, now every time I see him, I'm going to think he's a fucking sheep or a goat or some kind of
success.
bovine.
Wait.
Success.
Video games!
Video games.
Set sail for video games.
Set sail for friendship.
Okay.
Scour the poop decks, raise the mast, plank the walkway, grease up the barnacles. to high adventure, I am Captain I am. First mate Jake, cabin boy Josh.
Why am I cabin boy?
Shut up. Now, let us sail to the island of video games.
Jake, you run the boat now.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's the 27th of April. And
Swab
this
the
is
poop deck.
This is ROMPin with Andy, Josh, and Jake.
Oh, ROMPin.
Do we have to
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
We are the...
We have
All I can think of is Romper Stomper. So basically, we're now the Russell Crowe of the internet.
I've already made the template for the podcast, so I'm not changing it now.
What template?
I am so
Exactly.
Why was this
tempted to
why was
make
this-
a Romper
Exactly.
Stomper reference, but I don't want to get banned from the internet.
Well, look,
I hate it when I get banned from the internet.
I already have
You
two.
just sit there and
I
you're
already
like
have-
looking at the Facebook login and then just yelling at your screen, "Guys, I can't go!" And then you run away
I've already
screaming.
gotten 2 yellow cards. If I get one more, I'm off the field.
All right, Jake, you were saying something about introducing our podcast.
oh well, that's pretty much it. We're just we're looking to who wants to start? Who wants
start.
Who wants to show and tell first? Okay. Well, I was interested.
Was that even an intro?
No,
really.
But we'll go with it.
Well, that's
Fuck it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I just can't help but feel that was a subpar intro.
Random noises. Noises.
Our fans deserve that.
Do you want me to introduce well?
No, I don't.
Radio style?
No, I don't. I'm sending you mixed signals. I don't.
Well, fine.
I'm fine.
Not- Okay,
Yep.
well, I'm ignoring
Yep.
you. I'm happy with my intro. Let's get started with Portal 2 Level Creator coming out May 8th. I think that's
Yeah.
a long overdue sort of thing. I mean, you'd expect that sort of come out with it.
User-generated content is fantabulous.
Oh,
No,
wait. And it's called Perpetual Testing Initiative.
They announced that they were developing the level editor when they released Portal 2, so it's just a matter of time, really.
Ooh, and it does use the Steam Workshop, which is a
Yeah.
handy new addition to the Steam toolset.
Well, I think it's great that they're doing it because quite obviously it's Valve, so they'll put a lot of time and effort into making it useful for people, and rather than just looking at it and going, "I have no idea what I'm doing."
Well, it's good that they're trying to elongate the game's life, because it's a great game. It is one of the best puzzle games out there, for sure. Unquestionably.
And I just want a game of solitaire.
Substantial content is what we offer people.
Solitaire, the best video game.
Well, here's something we've all seen: the Reset debut trailer.
No, we're not done talking about Portal
We're not
2.
done. Okay, well, go on.
Andy,
Andy, Jake, shut up.
Perpetuate the
We got more Portal
conversation.
too.
Perpetuate the conversation.
No, don't you dare!
I remember
say
actually
perpetuate me in that tone.
Portal 2 co-op is quite possibly one of the funnest experiences I've ever had. Andy and myself stayed up until I think 3 a.m. We played the entire co-op in one sitting, and it was about 3 a.m. and we found I think it was just after they brought out the sixth or the fifth or sixth test chamber set, and we found it, and then we just got to this point, and there's one point where Andy and I were just stumped, and then basically it just turned into him and I spending 20 minutes just going, "Nah, you're a fucking retard. Stop that. No, I hate you. I hate you."
No, I agree. It was great co-op.
And that's why we're friends.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That was actually that wasn't too long after we became friends, to be honest.
Yeah,
think-
that is
yeah,
that
that
is
was-
true. I marked that day down in my calendar. Bad things happen today.
Dear diary, I met an asshole today.
It reminds me a lot of myself. Shit. And then I ripped out that page and I burnt it.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a good move, and I can't wait to see some of the content that's created.
It's definitely. How long's the game been out for now?
A couple.
Yeah, months.
Oh, it's been longer than months.
Really?
It's been a year now, so at least a year.
Yeah, about
Really?
that, I think. Yeah.
We're informed. Yeah.
I don't know.
We are, aren't we? Hold on, I'll just quickly.
Andy has to consult his diary.
Well, no.
Diary, tell me your secrets.
We know all your secrets. 19th of April 2011. So yeah, just over a year.
Bam. There you go.
Yeah.
It's good.
Touché.
It definitely got good life because I mean it's still pretty popular today. So
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that Valve made it cheap as hell
oh yeah.
in an incredibly quick amount of time. I mean, it's $20 now on Steam.
Yeah.
For a game that popular, that's impressive.
And
That they were like,
you
yeah,
get,
we don't
you
give a
get
shit.
your money's worth with that.
Oh yeah.
Bang for your buck, guys? Hey.
You're barred from speaking.
Oh,
I'm going to take your voice box and you can get it back after school.
after school. Do I have to see the teacher?
Yeah.
I have to get my mum to go see the teacher.
Yeah. Well,
Video games.
Josh, what do you have? What's the All-Star thing?
All-Star thing? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sony Super Smash Bros. Battle Royale Hunger Games has been announced.
This excites me.
Did you just say Hunger Games so you can put that in like the related topics so we can get some of that sweet Hunger Games publicity?
No, I was just making the, Battle Royale Hunger Games because they're essentially the same movie. No, just me. Okay, fine.
Just you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You.
basically they've announced it. It's a thing. We're all just we knew it was coming, and from what I have seen, it looks pretty much like Super Smash Bros. But with
better
Sony characters.
Yeah.
I
it's-
am calling out the entire game industry. I want to see someone do a review of that game without mentioning Super Smash Bros. Once. That's what I want.
I can do it. Challenge accepted.
Challenge
It's happening.
accepted.
You're both you'll fail.
No, I do it.
No,
This is
fail.
like
Gonna
a
fail.
game that rhymes with Moopa Mashmamas, and but no, like the play video, it's got about 4 characters in it. The Fat Princess from Fat Princess, Parappa the Rapper, because remember that, guys? No,
Yeah.
neither. Sly Cooper, Sweet Tooth is in it.
Sweet Tooth, yeah, from Twisted Metal.
From Twisted Metal, Crazy Clown, Killzone's Colonel Raddick, and Kratos. So basically, they have the biggest what the hell. I mean, Jonathan Holmes from Destructoid, he made this point perfectly. Basically, Sony don't have the cutesy charm that Nintendo have. So this sort of game, and especially the way that, the gameplay that I've seen of it, it doesn't seem to fit with, Kratos, the god of war, whose main thing is just ripping people in half.
But what you have to remember is Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
I think you mean Moopa Mash Brothers.
Yeah, Moopa Mash Brothers Ball has the exact same problem. We actually think about it. It's just that it's been out for a while, so everyone's kind of gotten used to it. But having Samus with fucking rockets and lasers fighting against like Mario, who he's fucking Mario. He's got overalls and a hat.
Yeah, but I mean, when you think about most of the roster is what Olimar from Pikmin. Yeah, he's a hardcore, bloodthirsty, evil dude. Mario, he stomps a Goomba every now and then. Pikachu, Jigglypuff, freaking Kirby.
Ganondorf, who wanted to conquer the world.
Nobody.
Huh?
Yeah, he failed.
Yeah.
He failed.
So did Hitler. I don't see what you're trying to prove.
You're just going to compare Ganondorf to Hitler?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll do it again.
That just happened.
Deal with it, Internet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But no, yeah, your point is invalid because Nintendo have that cutesy charm. I mean,
And a lot of the characters on that roster they're sort of, even if they're platformer or semi-platformer, so it's sort
let me
of...
put it this way.
Sort
None of the
No,
characters on Nintendo's roster have ever ripped anyone in half. Nah, maybe Snake. But,
Kirby's eating people.
yeah, but he poops them right out.
And that's just courteous.
Exactly.
That's even more disturbing.
I don't know. I think somehow it's less disturbing.
That's like saying like I watched Rambo 2 and there was so much violence it was disgusting. But then I watched The Human Centipede and everything was okay.
Yep.
That's true.
But yeah, I'm gonna side with Josh because this,
You're both wrong and I hate all of you.
yeah, no,
No, look, with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, yeah, there's like artistically, all of the characters, they're
blend.
fairly, yeah, they all kind of blend together nicely. Meanwhile, with Sony, I mean, you got Sly Cooper, which was cel shaded, and you have Kratos, which was really realistic and stuff.
The rapper who was 2D.
Yeah, pretty much. So a lot of the characters don't mash well, but then again, when you, I mean, look, if you look at Nintendo titles. When you look at Nintendo titles, they're still different, though. There's we're just kind of used to the idea that it all works and blends together perfectly.
Nope, you're wrong.
I am okay. Well,
it could be a matter of taking so many bad ideas, putting them together, that it becomes a good idea. I think that's the way I'm seeing this.
I'm excited for it. I wanna see what you do.
I'm interested in seeing the result.
Excited is a strong word to describe it.
Who do you want to see on the roster?
Nathan Drake.
You're dull.
I like Nathan Drake.
Yeah, you do.
There's not really. I mean, there's not really that many exclusive. Maybe like Crash Bandicoot. I think would just be too out of place.
No, that'd be perfect. Oh, damn it!
It'd be awesome.
I want to see that.
I mean, there's
you can say it, Jake. No one's gonna burn you for it.
But I want to wait. What can I say?
Spyro.
You can say Spyro if you want. Yeah.
Spyro.
Well, that too.
Spyro.
Yeah.
No, I was just fantasizing about Crash with the Wumpa cannon. Sorry, I went up to my own world.
You know what the worst part is? That is actually that would be a weapon that he has.
It really would work. He'd fit. Yeah.
I mean, off the top of my head, I can't think of any like big Sony exclusive names.
No, but a lot of titles aren't exclusive names, though.
No, but like synonymous with
yeah.
the PlayStation All Stars, you know?
Yeah, but then look at Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I mean, very few people really remember who the fuck Kid Icarus was. And I mean, he had... Yeah, I mean, look, Kid Icarus, they had Uprising come out not too long ago, but apart from that,
he's still. My point is, he's still a Nintendo franchise. I'm talking about the extent, the range of characters. Like, who honestly will really honestly just remember Colonel Raddick from Killzone? I barely played Killzone.
You know what I find weird about the Killzone and Resistance games? The fact that the enemies, the low-level grunts, are more memorable than any of the protagonists or any of like the main arching villains. I
haven't played much of the franchise, to be honest.
Well, with Killzone, I'm wondering if they'll include like just a Hellgast soldier because he is.
Sorry, every time I say gas soldier, I just imagine just a giant fat guy who's lactose intolerant, and then he eats a block of cheese. Don't know why.
Okay.
I'm 5. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Intelligent content. We pride ourselves.
You know what would be cool?
What?
If they included Patapon in the game.
Patapon, yes.
Yeah.
Patapon versus Fat Princess.
That'd be awesome. No, but Patapon could be like a pickup item. You pick it up, and then you have to do like a little rhythm thing, and it's all cool and shit.
Patapon.
Yeah. And then they tear the enemy in two. Because why not? Why not?
Did you see that? I ripped some motherfucker in half.
Well, Jake, who do you want to see? Do you want to see anyone?
Are you still good with Spire?
No, that's about. No, I'd like to see Crash. He'd definitely fit in well because I mean his array of attacks, they're pretty much perfect for a side-on fighter. They're right there. Spin, what is it? Slam, Wumpa Cannon. It's all there. No, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be happy with Crash. Yeah, it's my pick.
I guess you
It's
want him
your-
to crash the game.
On
I
that
hate you
note,
so much right now.
on that note, Andy, Stalker. Talk about Stalker.
Fucking Stalker. I'm pissed off.
Inform us.
Alright, well, Stalker 2, the sequel to Stalker, it's officially been cancelled. It's not happening anymore. And the studio responsible for it is closed down.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's terrible. And they've kind of reformed themselves as a new studio, but instead of working on a Stalker game, which they couldn't get, licensing issues and shit, they're working on a free-to-play first-person shooter MMO.
Called Severium.
Yeah, Severia.
See, I haven't even played the Stalker series. That's on my list, my backlog. But I was disappointed because I've heard so many great things about the franchise.
You know what?
And I was
No,
disappointed
it's-
to hear about the studio. And even just hearing a studio going down is just disappointing enough because the industry is sort of dying in that respect.
See, but the thing is, Stalker is one of those games. It wasn't so much a great game. Like in terms of gameplay, I found it very boring. But the level of storytelling in it was great, and atmosphere, which is something that Andy pointed out before. Like atmosphere in the game was very important, and it was great.
No, in Stalker, yeah, the atmosphere was by far the best thing they've done with it. It was also the fact that I like the whole kind of post-Soviet,
Because you're
setting.
Russian, you
No.
communist.
Because it's not explored enough in games. Because think about it, when you have a post-apocalyptic game,
Just
what I
admit, you're a communist.
yeah, I'm a card-carrying pinko. No, what I like about it, it had like a really dark and gritty feeling, but it wasn't dark and gritty like Sin City, where it was all stylized and cool and stuff like that. It was
Hasn't
just
black and white Bruce Willis. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
shoot this yellow guy.
it was just really kind of depressing, and everyone was dirty and unhappy and drank lots of vodka and ate canned food, and then their friend would get ripped apart by a bloodsucker, and they'd be like, well, such is life in the zone. Shit. And then you just keep playing, and then you get hunted down by a pack of mutated pigs and trampled.
So what's
Again.
this? What's the
Remember in,
Severium? I mean,
remember in
what's
Sin
Severium?
City when Elijah Wood was in it? And it was all like, Mr. Frodo, he can't be evil. And then he was totally evil. And he got his head cut off.
Yeah, thanks for ruining the movie for the people who haven't seen it. Josh, yeah.
It's like, come on, it's like me ruining Casablanca. Elsa flies away to be with the man she loves.
I want to know what's Severium about. What's this? Explain to me.
Apparently, I've heard that it's the spiritual successor to Stalker, so I think we can expect very similar sort of FPS RPG elements.
What they've said so far is basically it's a spiritual successor. So it's going to take the same concepts that Stalker had, but expand on them and kind of make it. They've hinted at including more regions, so whether that means it's going to be international or whether it's just going to be further areas out of Chernobyl.
And it's an
Yeah.
MMO.
They don't know. Yeah, free to play MMO. I mean, it's still early days, so for all we know, it could
The
really
free-to-play MMO is really flourishing at the moment.
Oh, because it's working though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just...
I mean, every single company that has gone free to play has seen an increase in profits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I can't wait for Old Republic to get free-to-play.
Oh,
Seriously,
God,
I'm not playing for that. Not paying for that
I
at all.
can
Yeah.
really wait. I can wait so hard.
You don't like Star Wars, though, because you're an idiot.
I don't not like it. I'm just indifferent.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse, because you can't even develop an opinion.
Pick a side.
Exactly.
Pick a side, yeah.
I take
Yeah,
ambivalence.
fence sitter.
Don't be Switzerland, man. Nobody likes
Yeah.
Switzerland.
Hey,
Apart-
they
they're
make
women.
Look what
good
I-
chocolate. All right.
Apart from their women and their
Don't
chocolate.
diss the
That's
the
Belgian,
Swiss.
you asshole.
I did. No, they make it's good Swiss chocolate. There's
There
good
is.
Swiss chocolate. All right.
They have the good Alps. I don't know how they got that, but
No, that's Bavaria.
no, Swiss Alps.
No, Bavarian Alps. Bavarian Alps is superior.
Yeah. Wait. You've eaten a Toblerone, right? You've tasted the chocolatey goodness. Swiss chocolate at its finest.
Wait, Toblerone, is that the one that's shaped like a Tobler?
Of course it fucking is. Josh, please. You're embarrassing
Bitch,
yourself now.
please.
I would honestly love to see a person who can't recall what the hell a Toblerone looks like.
That'd be sad. That'd be
That would
genuinely.
be,
I would be genuinely sad for them.
Yeah, I
Shed
mean,
a tear.
Toblerones are fucking delicious.
A,
they
a
really
triangle-shaped tear.
That tastes like nougat and crunchy stuff.
Yes,
and
let me
honey.
lick your tears. Cry more. Your dog is dead.
Oh,
yes.
that's the strangest image of a guy licking another guy's face with a chocolate.
I just imagine Cartman at the end of Scott Tenorman Must Die.
Yeah.
Where he's just
Yeah,
like,
I got
Scott, your tears, they taste so good. Yeah.
Can I
yeah,
gush?
so-
Can I gush about the Reset trailer?
No,
Yes,
no, we're
man.
still talking about Severium. Thought we were making still.
Oh yeah, go on. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they're creating a darker atmosphere with more threatening environments and as unknowns.
Oh, that's a bit hard to do in an MMO.
Limited resources, less methods of communication, and players must cope with the anomaly sprawling across the earth with terrifying speed in a world populated by stranded survivors.
When
What
a
I would
game-
like to see in a game is because in the original Stalker there were anomalies everywhere, and again, anomaly. It's basically just a mix between the Earth and nuclear radiation going fucking crazy, and the anomalies would vary. So sometimes you get like weird mini electrical storms. At the time, it would be like acidic gas. Just the various types of shit. And I would like to see that if that MMO, if they could like have randomly generated anomalies, so one anomaly doesn't always stay in one place.
They may take Rift's idea of the Rifts, if you've played or seen that, the randomly generated world content. Have you played Rift?
I haven't.
Okay,
It's
well, I
have not
very
played Rift.
In a
similar
nutshell,
to-
there's these randomly generated rifts, which is a tear between the elemental and real world, and they open up randomly across the world, and players can decide to defend the world or leave them to be opened up. And if they open up for too long, the monsters can attack player cities, which is an interesting idea. It's very dynamic.
What happens if the monsters attack the place?
like, yeah,
I
what's-
think
what's the consequence?
they can take the territory over, in which case players have to take the territory back.
And if they don't,
Take back the Earth. Wait,
Yeah.
Mass Effect 3, forget it.
And that's what I saw when you said that, Andy, just then, which could be that would add it adds a very dynamic element, which would be
Well,
very
I
interesting.
hope they add something like that. Yeah, I mean, I want more Stalker. That's what I want. And
You really love soccer.
I really fucking. Do.
I mean, I know
Didn't I?
atmosphere is a massive part of games, but yeah.
Well, it was.
Like,
the
I think
fact
it's
that,
the only reason anyone stuck with the first couple Resident Evils.
I mean, it was the fact that it was something so different. Like, I mean, there have been post-apocalyptic games before, but never kind of.
4.
Yes,
You could have just said it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. Yeah,
It's funnier this way.
no, it isn't.
Okay. Well, I'm not the funny one. I'm trying to be.
You're the mysterious one. You're the John Lennon of this group.
then what am I?
Ringo. You're Ringo.
Oh, Ringo, you wrote a song. I'm going to put it up on the fridge right here so everyone can see it.
I'm Paul McCartney and George Harrison because I'm fat.
You can play the bass left-handed.
I can play the bass any hand.
He can do anything left-handed.
Slap at the bass.
Slap at the bass. I was saying something before, but now it really doesn't matter. So there you go.
Okay, Jake, you can gush about the Reset trailer now.
Okay, well, it's a CGI trailer.
CGI trailers
did we discuss
are the
this?
devil.
Yeah,
I can't remember if we did, but CGI trailers are definitely the devil.
I
We
agree.
can't have this conversation.
Yeah.
Did we
Yeah.
record it on a podcast? Because I'd like to. It's a good point. It's definitely a good point to make.
No, I don't think we. No, yeah. So basically, listeners, CGI trailers are the devil.
The devil.
Yep. Don't buy into the hype they give you. Enjoy them by all means. Watch a CGI trailer and come away with it thinking that was a pretty cool CGI trailer. But don't, for the love of God, let
Yeah.
it influence your opinion on the game at all.
Of course.
No exception.
They're never
No exception.
representative of the game's gameplay. But
Yeah.
this one, Reset, definitely, it's very pretty. Very quickly, it's a depressed robot sitting on a broken car. It's a city where nobody's apparently alive anymore, and trees going through the freeway
Okay, no,
tarmac.
can I just ask you guys this? You guys watched the whole trailer, yeah?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
before you actually read anything about the game, what did you think it was? Like,
I didn't know about it until this debut
I-
trailer.
I watched the trailer, right, and then I went, huh, that looks interesting. Looked at it, and it's a co-op puzzler.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a puzzler, which made me look forward to it all the more because
I don't believe you. I'm looking this up right now.
no, that's a thing. But yeah, I was just like, because that's where the point where I went, yes, CGI trailers are beautiful, but it's not telling me anything because I didn't get it. I didn't get what it was trying to tell me. But apparently, it's a puzzle game.
Yeah. Well, shit.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Hang on, first-person puzzle. Is that it? Have you looked it up, or did you just give up? Okay, cool. Don't worry.
So, Jake, are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Am I right? I'm right, aren't I?
I can't see where
Single
it is, but
player,
I'll go with you.
Single player co-op first-person puzzle game.
There you go.
With a strong emphasis on story and atmosphere.
Okay.
The unique mechanic in Reset is the ability to travel back in time to solve puzzles cooperatively with yourself.
I'm very interested in it now. That could be very interesting. Almost like a Portal sort of.
So basically, it's going to be a first-person version of what's that one? The Pies.
What?
What?
No, PB Winterbottom.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, it's Time Splitters Future Perfect already did that. Don't care. I don't care. You already helped your past self in that game, so been there, done that. Don't care.
But
no one play it. No one encouraged this kind of. They copied it. They copied Time Splitters Future Perfect.
Clearly, it is just Time Splitters.
They did. They copied it, and don't give them your money. It's not worth it.
Okay.
They're jackals.
Yeah, very, very beautiful looking game.
And in the words of VG-247, the teaser trailer is like sex for your eyeballs. So check it out.
I prefer the Dishonored trailer.
I love getting spunk in my eyeballs.
Dishonored was a fantastic trailer. And hopefully it does hopefully it is representative of the gameplay, because that looks fun.
Yeah, you know what you did in the trailer? You jumped around a lot. You know what else you jump around on? In a platformer. It's a platformer. Boom.
It's like a fusion.
It's like a superpower.
And you know what other game was a platformer? Crash Bandicoot. So, guess what? Guess what Bethesda is publishing?
Dishonored,
a ripoff of Crash Bandicoot.
Dishonored is just Crash Bandicoot repackaged, but with steampunk.
If you take Crash Bandicoot and you take Deus Ex, boom, Dishonored. That's it. That's all it is.
They have heavy grunting sex with each other, and then boom, you get Dishonored.
I would love it if someone that hasn't actually seen this on a trailer and heard my explanation, and in their mind that is actually what it is.
You're pretty much spot on though. So yeah,
that is
that is true. Yeah, you play as a giant orange marsupial.
It's like the image that I get whenever I think about Sonic. Basically, it's just Sega as a person kicking the shit out of a limp, lifeless body of Sonic on the ground, going, "Come on, give us more games, come on." And that is how I imagine Sega.
Poor Sonic.
Oh my god, I think Sonic is one of the unluckiest gaming characters ever.
He really is.
He started off brilliantly, and the idea is perfect. And then you know what happened? People thought they had good ideas, but they didn't have good ideas. They were bad ideas.
They never do. They never have great ideas.
There was one where he turned into a werehog or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
A werewolf hedgehog. Naturally, that's where you go when your franchise is dying.
Oh, definitely.
Werewolves.
Yeah.
Admittedly, Sonic Generations wasn't terrible, but it was basically because they went, "Oh, we're going a throwback to old Sonic." Well, yeah. So basically, you're making the game good to remind people how good it was. And then, the next time you bring out a terrible game, they're going to go, Sonic Generations wasn't bad. And then like, boom! This is all new stuff that we made. It's shit. God damn it, Sega. God damn it.
Wait, so are you telling me they made a mediocre game all so that they could ship more shitty games, which they have to do for some reason?
Yep.
So like maybe they like signed a deal with the devil. The first like 2 or 3 Sonic games were gonna be good, but then the rest were gonna be shit because Sega's like short-sighted, like yeah, like whatever.
It's
and
like
so they signed the contract with their blood, and now they're in the stage of the shitty games, and Satan has Sonic Soul.
Basically, in my mind, Sega did the devil went down to Georgia. Like, they had a fiddle battle with the devil. The devil won and basically said, "Look, I'll give you a good IP to compete with Nintendo. But here's the deal. It's all going to go south, and you can't not produce games for it. You have to continue producing games for it for the life of your company. And that is what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty ballsy of them, isn't it?
I'm playing my invisible fiddle for those of you at home.
I see. What else?
Shinji Mikami has a new IP. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
With his new gaming studio, Tango Gameworks. Basically, Bethesda released an announcement saying, we are making a game, and we are going to release it at some point. Oh, by the way, we got this guy, and Shinji Mikami's just there with 2 thumbs up and a big grin.
He's up to something.
For those of you not familiar with names, Shinji Mikami is the genius behind the Resident Evil games. So he had massive inputs on the first one, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 4. I'm not going to mention 3, 5, or 6 because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But yeah, I mean, he's going back to, it's codenamed Zwei.
Why? Yeah.
It's a survival horror, and his direct quote here is, I found my focus, and once again I'm striving for pure survival horror. I'm being very hands-on to see that there is quality. Rest assured. And I mean, Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 1 and 2, basically 3 of the most genuinely, like, not terrifying, but like the atmosphere in it actually, like, I still struggle to play Resident Evil 2 by myself because I just get I get creeped out by it.
Pussy. But aside from your massive vagina, yeah, I'm excited for this. I mean, as long as you can recreate some of that atmosphere.
I think it'll put some life into the stale genre. I mean, I actually did get my hands on a little bit of Downpour. Yeah, not as good as I was hoping.
No, that's true.
As it's better than some of the other Silent Hill games, but I mean, it's like Resident Evil. Basically, it's just every time you play it, you remember and Sonic. You remember it was good at one point, but now it's just kind of all over the place, and you don't know what to expect from it.
It really sounds depressing playing that game. Just remember the good old days, but they'll never come back.
Well, see, that's the problem about using an already existing IP. I mean, they're plastering Silent Hill on the cover. What are you going to compare it with? You compare it with previous Silent Hill games. I mean, it's not like they're going. If it was just called Downpour, they would just go, "Oh, it's a survival horror game." Oh, okay, so this is what they're trying to do. This is how they're doing it. You know, is it as good as other survival horror games? Like, you don't necessarily need to go, is it as good as Silent Hill 2? Or, you know, is it as good as Resident Evil 2? It's sort of, it kind of separates, it doesn't separate itself by having the IP continued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any more information out on what the game is going to be?
Basically, it's just a bunch of concept art from, but it's just a bunch of concept art from environments showing where they want to take the game. There's literally not much. It's just, basically they're releasing a game. It'll be coming out at some time on one of the systems, or more than one of the systems. But all
right, everyone. All right, excellent, listeners. You heard it here first. A game will be made at some point in time.
A game will be made and published by Bethesda in the near future, or not the near future. Maybe down the track. It's set to release in 2013. Apparently.
So is it also developed by Bethesda, or
no? It's developed by Shinji's studio, Tango Gameworks.
Tango Gameworks.
So I mean, did you guys play? Because he worked on Vanquish as well. That was his last game, I think he made.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
no, I never got around to playing
Vanquish. Was
it looked,
What I haven't played it myself, but I've been meaning to pick it up because one of my friends said, and it won awards for this as well. The cover system in it is probably the most refined and enjoyable cover system because it's not just, pop out a cover, take a bit of damage, then pop back into cover until you're back up to full health. Like, it's fast paced and it has this sliding mechanic that.
Vanquished is the one where you're fighting the cyber terrorists on the space station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like a robot or something. Or you're wearing a robot suit.
Or something.
Also, I'm
I
still
think it's
live. I sort of drifted out. Apologies.
It's RoboCop, but... No, that's
But
right.
it's basically RoboCop, but it's not RoboCop, so fuck it.
It's the Wizard of Oz, but instead of the Wizard of Oz, it's RoboCop. And instead of RoboCop, it's something completely different.
I
Yep.
played.
Yep, I'm in.
I like how this game's been out for like, what, a year, 2 years now? I'd play it.
Why haven't you? Oh, got other things to do. Please. Nintendo are planning to set their launch date at E3, but apparently they will not be releasing a price yet.
Of course
They're
not.
hoping to release that later on in the year. Yeah. I think, like, come on, guys, be honest. How much do you think the Wii U is going to cost? It's a HD console. You know, basically, this HD system is going to put it on par with PS3 and Xbox 360 now. So,
They're going to charge $829, and it's not going to be worth it. That's my call.
why 829? Why 29? Can't just be 800.
Doubling the price and a bit because they're slapping HD on the front of the box. Boom.
Have you never
That's it.
played The Price is Right? Always guess over, not under.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with it's not gonna be worth it. I don't have much faith in Nintendo anymore in their systems. I really don't. The
I think
GameCube is the
Nintendo-
last good one.
I think Nintendo will be overcompensating.
I think this
but
may
I do
be-
agree.
This may be the coup de grace, and it may force them to rethink their approach to the industry.
See, but the Wii U, it's only terrible purely because it's still pretty much the Wii, just slightly different in
See,
HD.
that's what they're doing. They're trying to milk like their previous system, which is disappointing. I don't think that'll pass the consumers. I don't think they'll fall for it this iteration.
Have you seen the release list for the Wii U, like the first list games?
I've not actually bothered, so
Okay,
I'm being
so basically, we've got Assassin's Creed 3,
Ooh, that's not gonna work.
Batman Arkham City,
Nope.
Darksiders 2,
Nah.
Lego City Stories,
Yes, that'll work.
Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, Pikmin 3,
Yeah,
an untitled Super Mario game, a Smash Bros. Sequel, Tekken,
naturally.
and A Legend of Zelda.
Of course. Yeah, most of them
And
are going to
apparently-
fail epically.
An untitled Metroid game, allegedly.
Whoa, because we all remember Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the Wii, don't we? No?
I do.
No, they released that for the Wii?
They really did. Oh, my God.
Ugh.
Literally the stupidest thing they could have done. Nothing stupider.
Oh, they would have tried. If they tried, they would have found something.
They employed Wheatley to make their marketing decisions. That's why.
Oh, God.
I can fix this. I just need to know how.
But yeah, I'm going to... Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's not going to
Yeah.
work.
I think-
it's going to suck ass. That's all it's going to do.
Yes, Mr. Sherman, everything stinks. See, I don't think it's going to do as bad as they say. I think it'll be overpriced, and I think they'll make the same mistake
The PS3
that,
and the Xbox...
that the PS3 made.
Well, the PlayStation and Xbox will pull ahead this time around, I think. I like to think.
It's all. I think it's all going to be a matter of price, to be honest. Price combined with preference, because look, the reason I didn't buy a PS3 until like last year was because it was too expensive.
But it's a good system.
And-
So I don't know what I'm going on about. I really... No, but the Xbox and the PlayStation, we want to hope they're gonna step up the game, because PC is coming back in really quickly due to its versatility. So you want to hope that the PlayStation and the Xbox are gonna step up their game big time. And if they do, the Wii U's gonna fall behind so quickly. Like, it's just gonna drown.
Drown like a whale on the
Well-
land.
And then again, it could be a case of working with less and making more. It's kind of like with indie games. They have a limited budget, but because they know what that budget is, they can be more, creative within the boundaries. So maybe it'll be the same with that.
Okay, well,
It won't be. Yeah.
personally, I hope that Nintendo do sort of rethink their strategy, because they have brought up some great stuff in the past. But since the Wii, Yeah.
Yeah, but how long ago in the past? Like, what was the last good brand new Nintendo IP?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking brand new.
Yeah, you're right.
Mario.
So
I think that's
basically,
right.
Mario on the Nintendo Entertainment System in like what
80
1980
something.
something.
82 or something.
Moving back to trailers briefly. Anybody here seen the? You guys have seen the Metal Gear Rising teaser that's on the website with the countdown and shit.
Yeah, I'd like to say I
Yep.
have, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like I've seen something.
Well, basically, it's a teaser to say that things are going to be announced on April 30th. So it's a
Yeah.
trailer for a trailer. Trailerception.
Yeah, I'd like to think that everyone already knew the game was coming out. It was a very obvious thing. So a trailer is meant to, a teaser trailer is meant to, tease you, get you slightly excited, prod you a little. That didn't do it
That
at
was just-
all.
yeah,
It was just
pure
a bunch of guys yelling
Pure bewilderment.
at each other.
That's all I felt.
Yeah.
See, but it's very classic Metal Gear franchise. Like, of course, it wouldn't be Metal Gear without them just doing something that
Classic Metal Gear.
Basically, it wouldn't be them without them doing anything batshit insane that makes no sense to anyone. Nanomachines.
The fact that the teaser trailer is live action, I'm just, I can't. Hideo Kojima is going to go into movies one day. He's just going to leave video games and be like,
Is Hideo
no, fuck
Kojima
this.
ever working on Rising, or is it a separate project? Because I thought he said he was moving on from Metal Gear after Solid 4.
Yeah, he said that, but I think they brought him back. I think
I don't know. See,
out of the three of us, you were the most up to date with the whole thing.
well, he's not the director on it, which is the director is a man called Kenji Saito.
Oh,
But he's the executive producer, so basically they're just publishing it through, or they're developing it through, him. They're just using his IP since he's producing or whatever. I don't know. What am I saying? But the guys who developed Vanquish, Bayonetta, and Mad World, they're the guys who are developing it
huh.
in collaboration with Kojima Productions.
Could be cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see where they go with it because, as far as Bayonetta and Vanquish may have not have been like great games because they sold very averagely, and Bayonetta, nobody took that game seriously, and why would they? Because I played it and I didn't even take it seriously. But basically, I think because the way they're going about Revengeance, and love the title. The title, I think, will be why anyone should...
Have I publicly announced my hatred for that stupid title?
Revengeance is the
No, you
single
shouldn't.
greatest
You shouldn't.
word ever.
Okay, one word
He's,
for this.
he's got a point.
Wait,
He's got a point. Revengeance.
Revengeance.
That's it. Was it? Or did that sound more constipated?
Yeah, it's kind of very.
Well, there you
constipated.
go. That's how I feel about Revengeance.
You're constipated.
Jake, do you say that you have the need for revengeance against the word
No,
revengeance?
I would never say that ever.
But you're certainly thinking it pretty loudly.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not.
You are.
Listeners, yay or nay? Revengeance, best word ever. I vote yay. Let's have a democratic vote. Yay?
No,
I too vote yay.
I
That's-
decide.
that's fun.
Two yays to one nay. Looks like
I'm
you
out.
lose
That's it, okay.
Again.
Yep.
Fine.
We'll get our own blog with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, show you, asshole.
In fact, screw the blackjack.
Oh, Casino Wars.
Yeah, me and Josh, we're making an alliance. We're gonna be best bros and make a blog.
This
An
is-
alliance or a
the-
guild?
This
Jake,
is the new Survivor. Basically,
Jake, I made an alliance with Josh, but that's a bullshit alliance. I'll make an alliance with you,
Yeah,
and
you
then I'll
will.
double cross him.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
Jake, Andy and I have an alliance. It's total bullshit. We'll make an alliance and we'll vote Andy off the island. Quick, get his torch while he's not looking.
Steal that fire.
But no, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, greatest name ever. Because you're still wrong, Jake. I love the way that they're going about it, where it's not. I think the direct way is it's about a different kind of stealth. They're focusing on the hunter stealth or something like that, predator stealth, And basically, so you use your stealth to take down your enemies quickly, violently, and most importantly,
So Assassin's Creed.
No, it's much better than Assassin's Creed because you're a ninja and you have a giant sword that cuts robots in half.
So Assassin's Creed.
See, yeah, that's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Hey, how many people did Ezio cut in half? How many? Sorry, I can't hear the resound. You have the resounding zero.
How many girls? How many girls did?
Wow.
Wow.
He served you in a totally mature way. He rang rings around your argument and all of its fallacies.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I'll give him that. That was amazing. That was sublime.
Raiden doesn't need no girls because he's like a robot now. And
Doesn't he have a kid and a wife?
he's a cyborg. Did you not play? You haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4, have you?
Me?
Yeah, I've probably go so far.
Basically, he's like, I could.
Yeah, but doesn't he
After-
turn back into human at the end of it?
No, he's still a robot.
No, but doesn't he like get robofied or less robofied?
No, once you go bot,
Doesn't
you
he
don't go
get
back.
his shit handed to him at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, and then he's all like, I'm a terrible robot.
He gets his
Sorry,
arms cut
guys.
off, so yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm a terrible robot.
Wait, but it's been just too fucking long since I played that game. In the end, when he's laying in the hospital bed and there's like a woman there and a kid, isn't that...
Yeah, but doesn't he like? Aren't they only there because he was like injured and they took him to the hospital and he was all like,
That's not my point. My point is...
I'm not a dad. I'm a ninja. Bad robot.
Those aren't mutually exclusive things. You can be a dad and a ninja.
Are you guys making any definitive points?
Your son on Father's Day can get you a cup that says "World's Greatest Dad / Ninja" or "World's Greatest Ninja / Dad."
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he's still a robot at the end of it. Like he's still cyborg.
Yeah, but he's less cyborg.
But I think at the backstory is he's kind of like he tries to have a normal life after Metal Gear Solid 2, and then he's all like, "Man, I should totally become a ninja," and then he becomes a ninja.
Andy.
Yeah.
Talk about Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, the expansion. They're making an expansion for Binding of Isaac. I'm excited.
What's it called again? Lamb of Murder or something?
What is it? Hold on. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's called Lambs to the Slaughter?
Lamb something. Lamb Chops.
Yeah, it was Lamb Chops. Silence of the Lambs, a new game. Well, the basic... You guys played Binding of Isaac? Or,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm no good at it, but I've played it.
How many times have you actually beaten the...
I've not beaten the game. I've gotten up to Basement 3, I think, the furthest. And I've tried...
Really?
Yeah.
What I like about that game is that that game, in my opinion, has the perfect way of executing difficulty. Every single basement level gets slightly harder, but at the same time, a lot of the gameplay, well, not a lot, but a good chunk of it, depends on the luck you get with finding items.
It really does. So it's from what I've gathered and what I've heard, it's supposed to be more of an arcadey sort of thing, like a classic one life, one shot at it. Is that what it's supposed to be?
It's a rogue. It's a roguelike game.
That's what they're called, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, when the entire world is randomly generated, so when you die and you start again, everything's in a different place. Everything's new. Everything is squeaky clean and shiny.
And the DLC releases, it's adding more randomly generated rooms, isn't it?
It's adding 50% more content for $3. So new bosses, new items. I'm assuming there'll be new levels. Yeah. Yeah. I've finished the game, I think, about 3 times.
Oh.
And to actually get like the entire ending, you have to finish it a number of times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you have to finish that 8 times, I think. Yeah. So, and every time you beat the game once, a new level opens up.
Well, what do you think? What do you think this DLC will do to the game? Is it sort of add to it?
Well, look, I love Team Meat. In my opinion, those guys are
they're great.
Yeah.
If you're listening, guys, you're fantastic.
And the music on the games, Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac is just awesome. So I am more than excited for this game. Okay. I also think it's $3 and you get 50% more content.
It's good value.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You should all buy it. Yep.
Yeah, Josh, have you picked it up yet, or?
Rosemary broke up with Raiden after miscarrying his child, allegedly, and then
That's not the top
apparently after the game, she's all like, "Oh, it turns out I totally didn't have a miscarriage," and then he's all like, I'm gonna stop being a ninja and I'm gonna marry you and shit." And everyone's happy forever.
How does that even work?
I don't know.
This
is in Metal Gear Solid 4. He just
No, how does that happen? I had a miscarriage, but then I didn't.
because she was having one, and then nope, just gas.
My bad, guys.
So yeah, basically,
sorry everyone.
Basically, she breaks up with him, and then he's all like, my only place is on the battlefield," and then she marries Roy Campbell, the
Bruce
general guy, or the colonel. He's a colonel, right?
Colonel.
Yeah.
Colonel Clink.
Yes. Anyway, and then at the end of the game, she confronts him with like a kid, and is like, "Oh yeah, this is the kid I was totally having," and then Raiden reconciles with her. But yeah, Binding of Isaac, I have not picked it up yet. I have played it briefly. Yeah. I think DLC is always a good thing when it comes to these games because 9 times out of 10, it's just adding more content for what is essentially pocket change.
The fact,
especially in a game like that, which varies itself so much and just is so enjoyable to play over and over again, which is the reason why, even though you have to play it 8 times to get a true ending, it's totally fun to play it that many times.
I think it's also the fact that this is kind of DLC done right. The game's been out for a while now. The expansion's only going to cost you $3, and it adds just a shit ton more content to the game.
And at least it wasn't already on the disc.
Oh,
take that, Capcom!
Oh, we're so topical, aren't we? On this show?
Topical as of 8:47 p.m. on the 27th of the 4th, 2012.
Oh God! But yeah, so I am excited for the game. I'm excited to hear more of Baranowski's soundtrack on the game. What is the game? What's the expansion actually called? It's called the Wrath of the Lamb. That's it. Wrath of the Lamb. Yeah, Wrath of the Lamb. And I'm reading here. It brings the total item count up to 205. God, that's a lot of items. Nice. Yeah.
In non-gaming news, I saw The Avengers, and it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Everybody go see that movie.
We're going to see it tomorrow, and I'm excited.
We are going. We are going
excited
to see it tomorrow. And you know what? Even though I've seen it once, it's going to be just as good the second time.
Oh.
I really hope they decide to do a sequel, and maybe add some of the, like the X-Men and some like the expanded Avengers.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Well, which one was it where they were talking about, because doesn't Wolverine has a cameo in one of them where they're talking about the SHIELD, the Avenger Initiative?
He gets a cameo in First Class.
Yeah.
And he says one line. I think the one line is "fuck off."
Yeah, basically.
I love that.
That one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. Maybe I was thinking about. But yeah, that was awesome as well. I love that. First Class was pretty good.
It really was.
You know what character they should have in the Sony Battle Royale thing?
What?
They should have Abe from Abe's Odyssey.
Oh my God! Wait, so his attacks would be fart and follow me.
Yes. He could
fart and hello, and they punch in the face by Sweet Tooth.
Oh, and he can get and roll around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they should also have Sir Daniel Fortescue from Medieval.
Oh yeah.
I played the
awesome.
fuck out of that.
I had the wait, no, actually, to be fair, I only had the demo, but I played that demo so much. It was awesome.
I think everyone played. Yeah, I had the demo too, and I played the fuck out of it. Well, you fail.
Classic.
Shut up. Me and Jake are having a moment. Did you play number 2?
No, I only had that demo, and I just remember. That's going on the list. It's on the list now. I'm going to play that game. The original. I'm going to play it so hard.
It has it hasn't aged well. Like, it looks god awful nowadays. But
But you can throw your arm like a boomerang. You tear your arm off and throw it like a boomerang.
No,
what more could you ask for?
but Jake, like looking at a game from that era, some games have still kind of held up okay.
I know what you mean.
They released the Medieval Resurrection for the PSP, which was kind of like a remake of.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It wasn't like an official remake. It was kind of they took a lot of the levels and concepts, but there was modifications to the game. It was funny. I enjoyed it. There you go.
Well, what else we got?
Darksiders 2 is delayed till August, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Darksiders 1. I thought it was it didn't offer anything new to the genre, and the story wasn't, anything interesting.
Yeah, I was, I never really got into it. I know a lot of people kept saying it's basically like God of War meets Legend of Zelda, but, wasn't the art for that game done by the same guy who, did Spawn, McFarlane? What the fuck is his name?
That could be a thing.
I'm going to look it up, because if I'm wrong, I'll look like an idiot.
Do we have anything else? Or was that about it?
Hold on. I want to know.
So,
I'm an idiot.
If you're listening at home, RoboCop had an animated series.
2.
Get on that. Raiden
2.
Okay, they had 2. Get both of them. Raiden, Rosemary pretended to miscarry his child, married an old guy, and then tells him to stop being a ninja so he can raise a child. I got a text message.
You shouldn't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs. Drugs
in school.
Are bad.
No, don't stay at school. The education system is screwed. Leave school. Make your own career.
Leave school and create your own school with blackjack and hookers.
Just do drugs.
Just do all the drugs, and everything will be good.
Oh, actually, one thing we haven't touched on because nobody gives a shit. Crysis 3 gameplay trailer. That was a thing that happened. See, and that's the thing.
That's my reaction.
I think, and this is another point that I heard somewhere, but does it feel like maybe we're getting over sequels?
Yeah.
Like,
there needs to be some more creative input into the industry. I think
new stuff. Bring me new stuff.
More IP.
I don't think it's so much we're getting over sequels. I think it's just the fact that Crysis was never really a game that anyone really cared for. I mean, when people talk about Crysis, they always reference, the whole graphics thing, but they very rarely actually talk about the gameplay. Like, I think, first podcast I mentioned how it was awesome to pretend to be the Predator in that game.
Yeah.
But that was it. Everything else in that game just kind of, whatever.
I used to use the super speed and pretend I was a Flash.
It's one of those...
The point is that we never played as the guy we were intended to play as.
What that game is...
Basically, we were playing DC Universe online, but with like Predator involved.
It's in one of those games that just they make it so they can show off this new engine they've made, like Red Faction and all that.
Yeah.
Building
crushing physics number 427.
Which is fun, but it's not very substantial.
I didn't like Gorilla. It annoyed me how
I enjoyed the physics. That's the only thing I loved. That was just really fun to blow stuff up.
You could take a sledgehammer and you could somehow destroy entire buildings with it. Always struck me as...
Don't see a problem with that. Right, fun for the whole family.
Really, the whole family?
The entire family, yeah.
Everybody in the family.
Everybody, even Grandpa.
Even Grandpa.
Grandpa would fucking hate it. He'd find it derivative.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's all we've got this week.
Todd McFarlane did not do Darksiders.
No, he did not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I see. I said that, but you were like, "No, Josh, you're wrong," because I'm always right, and I'm Andy, and I know everything.
Well,
Darksiders looked very Todd McFarlane.
Should we do a wrap up, or do you want to just sort of cut it out at a random thing again?
So, that brings us to an end. Remember, guys, we have the Twitters, we have the Facebooks, follow.
WordPress.
Yeah,
Well, you'll
we've
see this.
uploaded it. We've uploaded our first video, "Bang for Your Buck," which we will be bringing you more free-to-play games and content to keep that wallet nice and fat.
That was an
Yeah.
emphasis cough. I just coughed. Sorry, that was just inopportune.
It sounded a lot more like a sickly, I need help, give me the medication kind of cough.
But yeah, like us, follow us, subscribe. We always appreciate feedback.
No,
I'll appreciate
we
it.
don't appreciate feedback. We get off on feedback. We want to hear what you guys think is good and bad.
I don't know what these guys are doing your feedback, but I don't.
Just give us your feedback.
I really
Just
like
give,
feedback.
give me feedback, you asshole.
I don't take my Willy Wonka to the chocolate factory, if you know what I mean.
I don't know
I
what
don't.
you mean.
I have no idea what you mean.
Andy, what is he talking about?
You know what? I think it's just best to leave it here. Thank
Yeah.
you for listening.
See you guys next week.